Hello again. There's more wet and windy and potentially disruptive weather on the way this weekend. Wet and very windy for many on Saturday, the rain persisting in some places on Sunday. So we do have weather warnings in force. Make sure you stay up to date with the very latest through the Met Office app or through the website. Let's deal with the rest of Friday first of all, because it's pretty damp across eastern Scotland. A gusty wind making it feel quite cool here as well. Misty and murky conditions for England and Wales and Northern Ireland. Quite a bit milder than it has been for much of this week. A bit of brightness, could see highs of 15 or 16, but for most it is quite cloudy. And there's another band of showery rain already into the southwest, becoming more widespread across Northern Ireland, Wales, and that swings in across most areas through this evening. If you're heading out, be prepared for it to be pretty soggy this Friday night. And then through the early hours, another area of heavy rain. Look at the bright colours there across the far southwest, and that will be accompanied by some very gusty winds. As the winds ease off in southern Scotland, northern England, it may turn a bit misty and murky with a few fog patches, but for most it's a pretty mild night. Now that's next area of wet and windy weather, courtesy of this area of low pressure on Saturday. The low itself heads across England and Wales, but the strongest gusts will be in its southern flank. This weather front persists across the southwest, as does this one across the northeast. And so the rain really building up through Saturday, and that could cause some problems as well. So as I said at the start, there are warnings in force. Let's deal with those winds first of all, especially strong over southwest England and South Wales early on Saturday. Gusts of 60, maybe 70 miles an hour. In exposed areas, possibly as much as 80 miles an hour. Those kind of winds likely to cause some travel disruption, and gusty winds then moving across the south through the day. Inland, the winds more likely to be 50 or 60 miles an hour, but still potentially causing some problems. So that's the wind, but we also have this zone of rain across Wales and southwest England, working its way across into the Midlands, then eastern parts of England, persisting across the southwest, and another area of rain persisting across the northeast. So again, we have weather warnings in force for that rain, travel disruption, a lot of spray, a lot of surface water, and because it has been so wet, the potential for further flooding to come as well. So there are the warnings. Let's take a look at the bigger picture on Saturday, because it won't rain everywhere and it won't be that windy everywhere. Parts of northern England, Northern Ireland, southern Scotland, mostly dry and bright through the day, and parts of Wales turning a bit drier as well, but always very blustery along the south coast and gusty and wet across the northeast. Temperature-wise, well, actually about average for the time of year, but feeling cool if you're with the persistent rain and those gusty winds, generally 11 to 13 Celsius. Now, the strongest winds will ease a bit through Saturday evening, so if heading out for fireworks, the winds will at least be a little bit lighter, but it's still going to be very wet underfoot and still raining across parts of the south, northeast England and eastern Scotland, where that warning remains in force into Sunday. Overall, Sunday's a bit drier and a bit brighter, and although it will still be blustery, it won't be as windy as Saturday, perhaps a few more brighter spells around. But overall, wet and windy weather for many this weekend. Stay up to date with the latest warnings by watching the app or visiting our website, or of course you can follow us on social media.